Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A play fake now hurts to throw. This finds Smith. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Pulled in at the 20. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And it'll be Seahawks football. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Pham. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want best friend do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. The give up the gut to Walker. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running with Walker again. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
Man in motion, headed right. Moving on into the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Now an inside give to Walker. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Walker will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running to get the front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to run it with Walker. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get it out of the way, big time.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
No touch it. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Great, set. No touch.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have second and pretty long here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They kick the running back in motion. Now Hurts on third and long. That's complete. Here's Brown. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Great, set.
Receiver gets it on the handoff. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Field key. Great, set.
Hurts to throw. Barkley's got it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. 60 Eagle. Go.
Throwing from his own end zone. Into a crowd, and intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. 19, right here.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to first and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Now Walker. Take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set. First and 10.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Tiger swamp, tiger swamp. No touch.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Great, set. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
No touch.
Hurts setting up to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. It looked to me like that was actually his primary read on the play partner, but it's picked off before the ball could get there.
Yeah, definitely some advanced scouting by this defense. They know that that running back can be dangerous as a pass receiver as well, like so many in the league today. This defense was ready. Offense wanted to create that matchup, but the defense, they were prepared, and they took it away.
Ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Ready.
It's Walker on the give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll try and throw it here. Metcalf's got it. Complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Seahawks looking for a score before halftime. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
To the ground with Walker. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Staying with Walker. He breaks a tackle, and he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Kind of like that punt returner, Kate, that's just looking for that lane to run. This guy just couldn't find it. Defenders beat him to the spot, left him to try and cut back, or simply take it out of bounds like he just did.
Walker can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Shot.
The give now to Walker. And he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And look at this return. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker. On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. On first down, Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, ball at the 36.
Great, set. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Delta.
Now Hurts. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. Tiger Hornet. No touch.
Hurts with it on third and short. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throwing for Hurts. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
To throw here on first down. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Ooh, without much time left on that play clock, Coach Mike McDonald calls a timeout. as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the 46. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Hurts. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. They've got first down from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First and 10 from the 41. Dropping back to throw. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun here. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Watson with the touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. He goes out of bounds on the return. They've got first down from the 31.
Good, set.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Devon Holland there to make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Good, set. No touch.
The give here on 2nd. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
No touch. No touch.
Throwing here, Hurts. Varner's got it, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Back to throw, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Good, set.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Catch is made in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He beams one deep right side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Walker on first down. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th.
Ready up.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Handoff running left, Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Let's go now. Go, 18. Go.
Pass play now. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Don't touch that. Don't touch it.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Silver, set.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Let's go.
Working quickly here.
63, bang. Don't touch it.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Alpha. Don't touch it.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Great, set. Don't touch.
Throwing now, off play action. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he'll go down here at the 16. Offense up to the line fast. From the 16. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Still inches to go on 3rd down.
Don't touch that.
You're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, let's go.
A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles losing by 14. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Great, set.
Hurts to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Great, set. No touch.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. The back grabs it. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
No touch.
Looking to throw it. And this is caught for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2.
Great, set. No touch.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. All right, so for the time being, we stay in a one-possession game, Brock, but they were trying to make it a 2-score game with that 2-point conversion.
Could feel it. The killer mentality on that sideline. They wanted to put this game away. And if they're getting that aggressive right there, no doubt this defense wants to play with the same aggression. Buckle up, offense. Pressure's coming. They're going to want to force this one and this offense into a mistake and seal this game now.
Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
This is Walker on 2nd. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Seahawks in a victory formation as they take a knee.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.